everyone, to Women Encouraging Women LLC. I will be your host, Heidi Lee Morgan DeBartolomeis. I am here today in Millville, New Jersey at FtiX with a very nice young lady named Yisell White. And guess what? I said her name correctly. You guys know I butcher names. But thank goodness she goes by G. She's 29 years old. She's a personal trainer, an LPN, a licensed practitioner that is, so she's got some intelligence between those earlobes. She's a NASME fitness nutritional specialist. Her hobbies include working out, DIY projects, and anybody that's been on Facebook or Instagram knows that her and her husband have torn this place apart, put it back together. My girl can lay tiles, she can lay carpet. She's married for over a year. She's been with her husband for 5. She has 2 children, a little boy 4 months old and a daughter that is 8 years old. She has 1 dog and 1 cat. And guess what? I'm gonna interrupt her workout right now. Gee, hello. Thank you very much for allowing me to come to your beautiful facility. So I know this young lady doesn't like bragging on herself, but we're gonna take a walk because I'm Mama DeBart and I'm gonna brag on her. So explain to me what got you into personal training. What got you motivated? I know what got you motivated because I saw him up here.
Well, I didn't know him. I walked into a gym and I felt lost.
Right.
I didn't even know how to use a Stairmaster. And I was like,
look at this. Look at this beautiful couple. Now, when I asked for information, this was not on there. Also, let me show you this. I'm gonna brag on you, because you won't. This, right here, this was from when?
2017.
All right, so G, come over here, G. G did not even want to talk about this on her biography that she sent me. This was not even discussed. She's a very humble individual. She's like, it's not about me, Miss Heidi, it's about our clients. And I said, but you needed a starting point. So explain, you said you walked into a gym.
Well, I was lost, not only in the gym, but like mentally at the place in my life where I was at. I inquired about a trainer and they gave me a name, Rich White. I'm like, this must be an old man.
Don't be mad now.
So I contacted him and we set our first session and we started our training sessions and we became really good friends. That was our starting point.
Aww.
And at the moment, at the time where I was at, that's what I needed the most, was a friend, a God-fearing friend. And that's what I got.
Okay, so we're gonna come out of this section and come over here because I like this, if you don't mind, have this as a background. Gotta Grow apparel. Is this your guys' line?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't even talk about, all right, look at this. Look at these beautiful clothing line. This is gorgeous. Okay, so Gotta Grow is part of them as well. So come with me, G. So can you tell me, let's go to some of your highs first before we go into your lows. Tell me some of your highs. What has been like the highest points of your life thus far?
Besides my kids?
Yes, besides your kids. And I know that's always one of my ladies. The first thing, honestly, is her children or their children. So yes, some highs in your life.
Opening up my own training section in my 1-bedroom apartment, our bedroom apartment.
Aww.
Yeah, and that's where I started. I was a full-time nurse, and I was like, well, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Why not start off, see what happens? And I was in my apartment for like 6 months, and then I came into Test as a trainer. This used to be Test from the Bolt Elite Sports Training. And I had about 2 clients under my belt for a good 8 months. And nobody knew my name, nobody knew anything about me, but consistency throughout the years and just always putting the clients first, to the point where we got offered a wonderful opportunity to become owners, co-owners of FtiX and open up our own studio here. And we just keep going each and every day, signing on new clients and just being able to transform. That is the highest. That's my highest. Seeing a person who comes in broken and you see them changing, not only physically, because I mean, obviously you come to the gym to train and you get your physical results, but see their facial expressions, how it changes throughout the days. And they started walking in shy, looking at the ground, and then a month goes by and now their head is up and they have a new light to them, and nothing can beat that.
So I'm gonna add here, I know a couple of women that personally come here, and knowing how their personalities were before and where they're at now, I see a note of confidence in them, a huge body transformation, but I've seen a mental clarity where they're loving themselves again. And this is one of the reasons, and I'm gonna get emotional, but this is one of the reasons why I wanted to interview you, and I know you and your husband are an awesome team, but it's because you really do work with people and you bring the best out of them where they love themselves again, and you're using that gift you were given to share with the rest of the world. What were some of your lows in your life that got you to this point to want to help other women, other men be the best person they could be? If you don't mind, this is really hard for some women.
It is, but it's a testimony I don't share very often, and this would be the first time that it's actually like all out there. I got married at the age of 18. I was ready to give, I was a God-fearing woman, I still am, and I wanted to marry a God-fearing man. And I was ready to give my all to someone else and to be able to lift someone else up and work together in a partnership. And what I didn't know, this person had anger issues. So the slightest things would turn him off, and next thing you know, my food is thrown across the kitchen, and I'm thrown into a closet, and I have bruises that I can't really explain. And when people ask, oh, I bumped into a door, or there was one night somebody found me walking in the middle of the night to the street, and I was drenched in milk.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's because I ran out the house because that night I was throwing a fan, I was throwing a vase of flowers, and I was throwing a gallon of milk. And I feared for my life, and I ran out the house, and I walked, and a friend of mine from church found me, and she asked what was happening, and I couldn't hide it anymore. And so then I decided to ask for help. But when I asked for help, it wasn't really given.
That's what I was going to ask you, because it seems like some people that have gone through that are still left alone. So what got you out of that? To where I didn't realize, because I have an overview, but you didn't go into detail. I want to thank you for sharing that, because there's women out there that are abused and don't think they can get help or get out of it. So for you to stand here and being alive to share this testimony of domestic abuse, thank you very much. You made me cry. Don't stop the camera. This is why I like my show, because it's very raw and very real. So what got you through this horrific time of your life? What got you out of that?
God.
And you never gave up? Did you do one of those things like, and I always say, like, sometimes we don't have an answer why things happen, but neither did our Savior Jesus. I mean, he was literally on the cross saying, why have you forsaken me? But your will be done, not mine. Is that how you were?
There was one. I was
what
part
made
of
you
the
finally
worship
say,
team,
that's it, I'm done?
and
What
I screamed out to God. and I pleaded, and during my during the worship service, I surrendered, and I told God, help me, I will do anything you want. So after that, I would keep it in my mind, if another situation happens where I'm fearing for my safety, I will fight back, and I will not turn around, and I will go. And literally the next day, you know, he was dragging me by my hair on the sidewalk, and I was like, that's it. I turned around and I stopped him and I ran off. I left all my documents wherever they were at because I was trying to get a new job. He didn't want me to go. And I was like, I'm done. I don't care. And I ran. I told my mom, finally, after a year and a half, I told her exactly what was going on. And we called the cops, and I filed for a restraining order, and that was that. And from that moment on, I promised myself that I was going to put myself first, that I was going to cherish life, because I literally felt what it was to not be able to breathe, to look at myself in the mirror and see myself shaking and not even recognize the person in the mirror anymore. I promised from that day forward, I promised myself I will never go through that again. I will never let nobody have that much power over me ever again. And whenever I see women come in, I dig into that. And I know if I got out of it, if I was able to say stop and not, you know, continue being the victim, that I know I have the power. And now I know why I went through what I went through. I might not tell all my clients what I went through, but I will help them, especially the females. You know, there is a way out. You are worthy. You're a woman, you're powerful.
Do you not feel, because you deal with so many women coming in and out, because of what you went through, isn't it, it's almost like you can pick it out, like you can feel it without them even saying a word, because you know what you went through, so you know those hidden traits. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that now, like you said, I think of some incredible preachers out there that have gone through, that were molested, and they've made something out of themselves, and they're, you know, preachers now. And these women, had they not gone through that, they wouldn't be where they're at now, because, like you said, you want to be victorious, not a victim. So do you feel like that's also been an attribute to help these women, because you know?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely right.
So even if they don't come towards me, I talk to them, and they can see, they can feel it, you know. And I let them. Some training sessions, honestly, we're not even training physically. It comes into a therapy session where, you know, I'm talking them through whatever they're going through. And at the end of the day, that's why people come to FtiX. It's not about the transformations. They're looking for something that is missing. And the type of encouragement that we offer is with God in the mix. And that's what sets us apart, you know? We give him all the praise and all the glory, and we let our clients know. We're not afraid to show, you know, what we believe in, what we stand for, and they respect us for that even more, you know?
So if there's any, and I really, okay, don't cut the interview. This was very emotional. I wasn't expecting this per se. It's incredible. I just want to say that Yisell and her husband Rich have an incredible studio. I'm a personal trainer. Everybody out there knows it. I've done it 30 years. I'm a mama in this industry. You pass the torch. But when you see people that are so selfless, and you're very selfless, that they give 100% of themselves for the cause, it's not about them. So if you guys want a one-on-one training, I highly recommend you guys come here. If there's anything you can give any young woman out there, advice, what would that advice be?
Respect yourself, respect your body. You know, put yourself first. Especially as a mother or wife, we're always dedicating time to everyone else. And I tell this to all our clients. It's something I preach all the time. Put yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup. Value yourself. Love yourself.
I want to thank you.
Thank you.
This is one of the most powerful interviews I've done. I've done so many incredible interviews with so many women. Sometimes I make them cry because when they're telling their story, their emotions come out. She actually made me really cry. I mean, I'm an emotion. I wear my emotions on my sleeves anyhow. But you know what time it is, right? We got to do 4 ab exercises. So I'm almost thinking maybe I ought to change it around where you give me 4 ab exercises. How about we do that? Would you like to? I know I didn't say that. Okay, now don't kill me. I got a bad wrist. So when we return, G is going to have me do 4 ab exercises. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back and we are going to do 4 ab exercises. She's going to be my instructor instead of me being her instructor. So what do I do first?
Let's do half minutes.
Okay, so
you can sit
back
up,
here.
Yeah, hands facing forward.
So do I go here or do I go down on my elbows?
We're sitting down, all right?
Okay, so we're right here? Okay.
Okay, legs go straight up, to the side, up, to the middle, up, to the other side. So you want to make sure when you go to the other side, you go on your hip, side of your hip.
Very nice.
And then down.
I love that. All right, so that's exercise 1 and that is half moons. What's exercise 2?
2, we have static bicycles.
All right, so carefully roll yourselves back, people.
Okay. You want to cradle the head.
Okay,
One leg stays completely straight.
okay,
The other one's bent.
Okay.
Opposite knee, opposite elbow.
okay,
Once you touch, you extend back out.
Okay, yes.
You're gonna do 3 reps on each side.
okay.
All right, so 1, back, 2, back, 3, switch. 1, back, 2, 3,
And then you would switch again,
Yeah.
right? Very nice. Okay, exercise number 3.
All right, we have Superman.
Love Superman.
But very different.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
We're going to go up and then we're going to stretch back.
So like this,
Yes.
and then come back? Okay.
Yep. So do 3 of those. 1, yep, making sure you squeeze the glutes, squeeze the lower back. Very good.
All right, and last but not least,
Rainbows.
oh, rainbows. High or low?
Low.
Okay.
Yeah. Keeping the core nice and tight.
And then just
Emphasis on
dip like that.
dipping, and then the rainbow up top, the little arch.
Perfect.
Yeah, just like that.
Very nice. Okay, so there are your 4 exercises. She was my instructor today. I'm sorry, my hands are cold. So Yisell, if they wanted to get a hold of you guys, where would they contact FtiX to come sign up for personal training lessons?
So they can contact us on our social media platform, okay?
Which is?
Yisell White on Facebook, or Rich White Jr. on Facebook as well. FtiX Training Studio Millville on Facebook. Instagram, you're looking at Yisell, no, not Yisell, Watch Me Grow _219. And for my husband, it's Rich_Hertz_. That's it? There we go.
Is there a phone number you'd like to throw out there?
No, it's Richard Hertz. Right? Yeah, so it's Rich_Hertz. There we go. And phone number 609-226-6552. That is my personal number. You can always text me or call me. I'm available.
So listen, they also train people for contests, for NPC figure, bikini. I believe the men is, what is it, trunks, a swimsuit category for the guys?
Yes.
And old school posing as well,
Bodybuilding.
bodybuilding
Yeah.
itself. So if you guys are interested in any of that, or even if you just want to transform your body, these guys are really awesome. And I was discussing with them that maybe I could use their help, because sometimes we just forget and we don't want to think. Again, I want to thank you very much. So listen, don't be a victim, be victorious.
That's right.
Encourage each other. Rise up from whatever negative situation you've been in your life and make a positive out of it, like this young lady has. And remember, pass it forward 1 woman at a time. Peace out.